Welcome back to Alaskan Ballistics. This is Chuck. Hope everybody is doing all right today. Today we have 6.5 Creedmoor versus 243 Winchester. The 6.5 Creedmoor, you can see right here. This is a Hornady GMX from their Superformance line. And here is the 243 Winchester. This video has been requested. I'm not so much interested in long-range shooting in this video as what is an effective hunting round out to normal hunting distances, 300 yards or in. If you're debating these calibers, you might be choosing between a youth rifle, and you might want to know about the recoil between the two. I can say right now that difference is very little at best. So the 6.5 Creedmoor is a 120 grain. According to the box, it is supposed to be going 3,050 feet per second. The 243 is an 80 grain, and according to the box, it is going 3,425 feet per second. So we'll see what we actually get out of this rifles. We have the Savage 116, an old combo gun that I've replaced the scope on. And we have a Thompson Center Venture in the 243. Put which one you think will win in the comments. First, we're going to do Chronograph and give you all the numbers. Then we're going to do a penetration test with ribs, pork loins, water jugs, and we'll see how these bullets perform. All right, welcome back to Alaskan Ballistics. We have a TC Venture today in 243, and we're going to do 243 versus 6.5 Creedmoor. 243, we got 80 grain GMX from Hornady Superformance. Here we go. $31.72. $32.10. $32.08. And $32.11. So up over 3,200 feet per second, getting that really fast speed there. So let's see how the 6.5 Creedmoor does. Here we go, 6.5 Creedmoor, 120 grain Hornady GMX. Supposed to be going over 3,000 on the box. It probably won't get that, but let's see how it does. $30.38. $30.53. $30.38. $30.44. All right. So that's the chronograph difference. About 150 feet per second or so, relatively. And good little rounds, if you like good little rounds. I'd say there's hardly any difference in recoil if you're buying one or the other for a kid. If you want more bullet selection for bigger game, you'd probably want to go 6.5 Creedmoor. But if you want little, slight, maybe 5 or 10% less recoil, maybe you go 243. Doesn't really matter which one you're going for like a youth rifle hunting scenario. These are not youth rifles, but in case you were wondering. Check out the add-up slide, and then we're going to do the penetration test. Here is our add-up slide. As you can see, the 243 got a whole lot less, 225 feet per second, less than what the box said. It had a bad standard deviation, not the worst I've seen, but not great for rifle ammo. That's enough that at 700 or 800 yards you could have misses just within the deviation. The average muzzle energy was 1,800 foot-pounds. Should be getting close to 2,000 with the 243. So the diminished speed probably did that. In contrast, we see that the 6.5 Creedmoor got close to its box velocity. It also had a good standard deviation and got good energy that's good enough for any North American game. So this is our penetration test. We have pork ribs, a pork loin, a soda bottle, and 3 water jugs with newspapers behind it to catch it. We were shooting at 65 yards. Okay, here are pork ribs. One small hole right there, right where I was aiming. I was actually aiming a little high because I knew they'd hit low after taking some sighting shots. Big old 6.5 Creedmoor hole right there. Not a lot of meat damage there. But look at the pork loin. That pork loin got ripped up. That's not even usable for another video. That got ripped up, got rocks thrown in it. It hit the ground so hard. That thing is torn up. And then, of course, we got water jugs flying. And it looks like it actually hit the side of the water jugs. I think it was going through and starting to curve. And the bullet hit right in here. So we'll pull that apart after we shoot the 243. So we hit just beside in the ribs, tried to get the same thickness area, and that's our 243 damage. You see the front hole is smaller, but the damage is right there. Looks like it got a good chunk of the pork loin. Looks like it might have kind of blew the pork loin's side out here. Not as much damage, I don't think it got a central hit, but it did better on the water jugs. It's right here in the water jug, exploded the soda bottle, and here's the bullet. 243 bounced off the second water jug. So 6.5 Creedmoor went all the way into the newspapers. 243 went off the first, bounced off the second water jug. So that shows you right there. I think 6.5 Creedmoor is going to win this in penetration by far. All right, we'll get back to the house and weigh these bullets. Let's dig this 6.5 Creedmoor out. All right, here we are. There's where the 6.5 Creedmoor hit, and I found it in the second set of the hunting regulations right here, buried in. There's the 6.5 Creedmoor versus the 243. And for a lightweight hunting load, maybe for youth guns or something like that, there's not a lot of difference in recoil between the two. Neither of them recoil that much to me, but the 6.5 Creedmoor penetrates deeper. Let's get these back to the house and weigh them and measure them, and let's see how we did. 243 versus 6.5 Creedmoor. Here we go. Let's weigh them and measure them. First, the 243. What do we got there? 0.531-ish. 0.562. That's pretty good. 0.505. So better than 2x expansion. How much does this weigh? 78.6 grains. That's great. 99% weight retention or so. Now let's do the 6.5 Creedmoor. And let's see. 6.5, 0.492, 0.496, 0.7 there, 0.487. So it didn't expand as well, the 6.5 Creedmoor. It did penetrate better. Let's see what it gets on the scale here. 110.5 grains. So it probably did about 90% weight retention. The difference between recoil is nominal between these two calibers. So if you're picking a youth gun or a ladies gun, I'd say go 6.5. I think 6.5 obviously wins this test. 243 does recoil maybe 2 to 5% less. It's not enough to really make a difference. Whichever one you can shoot better, I would go with. I'd have no issues taking either one of these against a caribou or a black bear. I know many people that use 243 for black bear, and I had a roommate one time who used it on brown bear. So 6.5 Creedmoor versus 243. Put what you think in the comments. Support us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe, star, all that jazz. God bless. Take care. We will see you at the range.